I've become a millionaire, as the title says. Yes, I have become a millionaire. Anybody can become a millionaire. It's very easy to do. I'm going to explain to you how I actually became a millionaire now in my HSV VF GTS. I'm going to go for a bit of a cruise to a location where it all started for me and how I became a millionaire. Let's go. So it's down here. So you're traveling along Compton Road here. So you've got Springwood behind you, and that's Woodridge on the left hand side there. So it's just down here on the left. Excuse me. So this was the street. This was the actual street that I did my first ever YouTube video. I sat the camera, I think it was about here somewhere, and I did a drive-by trying to pick up the exhaust that had just been recently installed on my GTS and the Harrop AirPod that I actually installed. I drove down the street, did a U-turn, drove up the street here, which goes that way, and then drove back past, to pick up the lovely exhaust note on my GTS. I was sort of very nervous, not sort of sure what to do. There was a fella over there from memory standing, watching what I was doing. He watched me drive past, and then he actually yelled out and told me to disappear before he called the lovely police for whatever reason. But yeah, very, very nervous on my first ever video, but this is where it all started for me. In my HSV VF GTS. So, if you go to my actual channel, Curtis LSA on YouTube, I'll just move the camera closer, go to the more section there. If you scroll down, you will see 777 views. Now that is actually behind. But actually, as of yesterday, I reached 1 million views on my YouTube channel, Curtis LSA on YouTube. So this video right here is the first ever video that got 10,000 views on it. It was me doing supercharger whiny noises. I mean, everybody loves a supercharger when it's whining. See, everybody loves a supercharger when it whines. So this video right here was my first ever car review. It was an SV6. Unfortunately, I didn't have my microphone with the wind noise deflector on it. So there's a lot of wind noise in the video, but it seems to be getting a lot of views at the moment. So yeah, that was my first ever car review. My best ever car review was this one right here. It was the Coupe 4 I did about 6 months ago. It's got 4,500 views on it, and it's got about, I think it was 25 subscribers on that actual video. And speaking of car reviews, it seems I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers with their car reviews, and they're getting hardly any views on them anymore. So, you know, for someone who's got 100,000 subs and is getting like 3,000 views on a car review video, it's probably not the greatest anymore. I don't think a lot of people have the time to sit there and watch a car review anymore. So that's just unfortunate. And that's just life with YouTube. And this actual video right here was another car review that had the most subscribers on a car review on my actual channel, which was I think it was 29 subscribers on it. That was for the VT Commodore, the last of the Aussie made V8s in that, and the owner of that vehicle is probably watching this video, and thank you for letting me spend some quality time with your VT Club Sport. So those people who don't know, you're traveling north along the Gateway motorway here. So Brisbane is to the left of camera, and behind us here is the Gold Coast, and to obviously north there is Sunshine Coast, Redcliffe, things like that. So this video here was the first ever video to reach 20,000 views on it. It was for the actual key fob of the VF Commodore, which can be seen here, changing the battery over. I was doing those videos as a more of a helpful channel, of a how-to channel on the VF Commodore at that stage. It got 20,000 views. It's currently sitting at about 27,000 views, I think, at the moment. and it's actually got nearly 100 subs on it, so that's quite a good video. So if you ever need to change your battery on your key fob, check out that video right there. It should interest you, and don't be fooled by the dealerships telling you it costs you $50 to change that battery over. If you watch that actual video right there, you'll see it costs less than $5 to buy a battery from your local supermarket, and it takes a minute to actually change yourself. So this video right here was actually my first ever video excuse me, that got to 30,000 views. So it was a private session out at Lakeside Raceway. You can actually see that video right here. It was with the HSV club. There was an actual real V8 supercar with us on track. 2017 Shane Van Gisbergen's Shane Van Gisbergen's winning 2017 VF Commodore supercar. And that was a lovely day. So yeah, first ever video that got 30,000 views, sorry, was right there. Right there, champ. Fucking grandpa. My first ever video that got 50,000 views was this one right here. That was actually to do with the VF Commodore theft, unfortunately. And that actual video has had the most subscribers on it, which is now over 300. Here's a screen capture of that actual total there, of that actual video. So if you're worried about your VF Commodore being stolen, be sure to check out the video link, which is right here. They'll inform you of some hints and tips to stop the scum of the earth, pieces of shit criminals trying to steal your VF Commodore. You got to watch for the police along here, because they sit in little alcoves just up here with their safety cameras, road safety speed cameras. So we'll slow it down to below 100, because we never go over 100 kilometers an hour. We always stick to the speed limit. Now this video you can see right here in the photo was actually my first ever video that got to 100,000 views. It does say 97,000 views on it at the moment, but in the actual YouTube studio it is over 100k. So that was about the U license in South Australia, which unfortunately it's sounding like it might actually come around Australia wide. So yeah, if you have a vehicle that's got over the power to weight ratio that was explained in that actual video right here, you'll see that you'll need a U-class license to be able to continually drive your high-powered vehicle. So I'll make a goal for myself. It's currently the 19th of April 2025, so Easter Saturday. I want to get to more than 2 million views by, let's go, Anzac Day next year. So the 25th of April, Anzac Day next year, 2026. My goal is to have 2 million views on the channel. So let's see if I can get that. Will you be able to help me get 2 million views by then? I'd be much appreciated if you would be able to help me in getting that goal. And I thank you muchly for it if you do. And I thank everybody who's actually watched, the million viewers that have actually watched my channel over the past 4 years. Thanks for taking time out and your busy days to tune into one of my videos. Much appreciated. And speaking of videos, coming up in the next video, I've been sent some information about a couple of previous Commodores HSV enhancement made vehicles, on how they were made, how they were tested and whatnot by a former employee of HSV who actually worked on those models. And I much appreciate that person. I won't name him in this video, and I'll see if he wants to be named in the videos actually do. I'll ask him via email if he wants to be named, but currently I won't name that ex-employee of HSV. I thank him for sending me that information. I'll go over it and do an actual video of how those two makes were actually made. One was to do with the Coupe 4 and one was to do with the VZ Maloo. So yeah, stay tuned for those videos. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. If you've watched one of my videos and you're one of those 1 million viewers, please consider liking and sharing. It does actually help out the channel a lot with the algorithm for YouTube. And you've been watching Curtis LSA TV.